Hello everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. Welcome to another Skin September video. We're nearing the end of the month, but I really hope that you're continuing to enjoy these videos. One of the Skin September videos that I posted was my top 10 skin foods, which I will link below if you haven't already seen it. Quite a few people mentioned that they liked that more holistic approach to skincare, so I thought I'd do another more holistic approach to skincare video today. I realise this may not be for everyone, so if it's not for you, I'm sorry. There will be some more product-led videos coming up soon. But if you're interested in a more holistic approach to skincare, then you may well be interested in this video, which is all about the ancient art of facial mapping. Facial mapping is a traditional Chinese medicine technique, but it's still relevant today. There's brands such as Heaven by Deborah Mitchell or Eve Taylor, to name just a couple, that really do believe in this method in terms of reading your face and seeing where spots are occurring to see what the underlying issue is within your body, and that helps them to treat the issue. I really do believe that it's better to treat the underlying issue as opposed to just the surface issue that you can see. So I hope that you'll enjoy this video. As I said, it's not going to be for everyone, so if it's not for you then I'm really sorry, but if you're interested in learning more then just keep on watching. In preparation for this video I started off by preparing a facial map. I don't know if you can see that, but basically what you'll learn from this is that I'm not very good at drawing. This is also the reason why I probably won't be doing a Draw My Life video anytime soon. So in the interest of embarrassing myself a little bit less, I'm going to be using my own face to show you the different areas that I'm talking about, as opposed to my embarrassing little drawing. So let's start at the top and work our way down. Your forehead is to do with your digestive system, and so if you get spots along here, you may have a food intolerance, or maybe you've been eating too many of the wrong types of fats, so those really heavy, greasy, bad for you fats, such as saturated fats. The areas just along here and upwards are to do with your gallbladder, so again, those bad fats, that's often linked to your liver as well. So you might get spots along this area after a heavy night out. That's not to say that they're always caused by things like that. You know, quite often along your hairline you don't cleanse as thoroughly. Maybe you've got a fringe or bangs and you're getting a lot of styling product build up around the area. So it could be sort of just something simple like that. Maybe you've changed shampoo and it's not quite agreeing with your skin. So if you're getting spots along this area, then I would first make sure that you're stepping up your skincare, look at what you're using in your hair, and then tackle the more internal issue, because that's always going to be a little bit harder to tackle. This area can also be to do with stress. I know that I always get spots along my forehead when I've got stress going on in my life, but it can also be stress linked to your digestive system. So, you know, that digestive stress I was talking about, such as food intolerances and allergies. In between your eyebrows is to do with the liver, so you might expect to see spots here after a heavy weekend. Again, it can be to do with food allergies, and you should really worry about it a little bit more. You know, if you get a couple of spots, then it might just be after a heavy weekend, but if you're constantly having a dark patch there, then that could be a more serious underlying issue. Not something to panic about, but maybe look at your diet and your alcohol intake if it's sort of, you're getting a little bit of pigmentation there. Obviously I'm not a doctor, this is just the Chinese medicine and the research that I've done that's showing these different areas. Just a disclaimer there before everybody comments like, you're going to scare me. It's like the Google equivalent of looking up a headache and convincing yourself you've got some horrible disease. Moving on now to the eye area, particularly around the eyes. I'm talking things like puffiness and dark circles, and also moving backwards towards your ears, almost in a glasses-like shape. Now, on a practical note, this could be things like if you wear glasses and there's bacteria on the bridge of your nose, then you may be getting spots there. So just think about like an everyday cleanliness thing. How often are you cleaning that part of your glasses that's touching your face? But if you are noticing spots by your ears, or a lot of puffiness around your eyes, maybe some dark circles around your eyes, particularly if they have blue tone to them, then that's to do with dehydration. So, you know, maybe look at whether you're experiencing more headaches than usual as well, and just drink more water, avoid caffeine, avoid alcohol. Just take a normal common sense approach to things. The cheek area is to do with your respiratory system. So you might quite often notice that smokers are getting a lot of spots on the tops of their cheekbones. But it can also be hormonal from going up towards this area. They tend to be more creeping upwards, but particularly this area here is respiratory under Chinese medicine beliefs. Again, taking a practical approach to modern day living, it's also where you hold your phone. So if you're constantly talking on the phone and never sanitizing the face of it, then you know, don't be surprised if you're always getting spots on the side that you're holding your phone against, for example. Just look at things like that. It could be a perfectly simple solution and it's pretty easy to fix. Your nose is to do with your heart, and you know, that's always to do with having an unhealthy lifestyle. You might associate someone with a red bulbous nose as following an unhealthy lifestyle, having a lot of unhealthy foods and a lot of alcohol again. I always notice as well that I get a lot of redness here. You can often notice that you get capillaries bursting around this area, which is very, very common. Also, the pores on your nose tend to be a little bit more dilated, so it's very easy to get blackheads and get spots along there because they're more likely to be blocked. So just make sure that you're exfoliating at least once a week, depending on your skin type and the sensitivity. It can also be a sign of allergies. You know, if you get hay fever, you're constantly going to be blowing your nose. Think of tissues, they come from paper, that comes from wood. So, you know, that's going to give you a red nose if you're always like pressing around the area. Also try and avoid pulling the area with things like pore strips. You know, again, you don't want those capillaries to burst. These areas here and around the chin, also moving up towards the cheeks, is to do with your hormones. So that's always common with girls, particularly that time of the month. Maybe if you've suddenly changed your pill or recently given birth or become pregnant, that 9 times out of 10, if someone has got spots around this area, it is hormonal. And you know, really don't punish yourself about things like that. If it is a really ongoing problem, then I often recommend to people that they cut out dairy because they pump those cattle full of hormones to keep them producing milk. As humans, we're pretty unusual as a species to continue drinking milk as an adult. So, you know, definitely think about cutting out dairy if you are worried about spots in this area. And just look at, you know, maybe visiting your doctor about changing your pill. Something like that may help. Your actual chin is to do with the stomach and also your intestines. So again, look at your diet, see if you've got any food allergies. I often get spots around there because I'm celiac and I have got a compromised immune system and my digestive system is pretty weak. As an easy win, try and cut down on the amount of sugar that you're eating and boost the amount of fibre that you're taking in. Many people believe that that will help. And then last but not least is if you get spots along here, just watch out that you're not getting too run down. I always get spots along my jawline when I'm run down. But that might not necessarily be run down with, say, a cold coming on or flu. It can also be if you've got a tooth infection or if you've recently been to the dentist, then you can get spots around here as well. So I realise that this video has got a few more common sense approaches as well as the Chinese medicine elements, but I thought that would make it a little bit more realistic. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Do let me know what your thoughts are, if you believe in this or if you think it's a load of mumbo jumbo, and if you found it interesting as well. I realise it's slightly different, not something that I've seen a lot of on YouTube or even that I was particularly aware of until I worked for a skincare brand. So I really hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have and you're not already subscribed, then please do so, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!